I've got a video posting right now, and I wanted to piggyback on that. You know, when we live in a world filled with so much chaos and darkness and so much brokenness, there's so much brokenness, quite frankly. There's two reasons. This is, again, take away with what resonates. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to, watch me or like me. These are my perspectives. But I personally feel like, maybe there's three different things. So there's brokenness in reference to social conditioning, your upbringing, being unhealed. All right. But then there's this venture of it. And this is a big, big part of why I believe we have so much animosity, so much envy, so much hate, so much deception, so much lies, so much jealousy. Because there are people that are broken, that have made really, really poor decisions in their life, in choices that they know they've done. And because they refuse to take accountability, it's eating them up. Okay? And I say eating them up, meaning they're projecting negativity into the world by hate, comments, bullying, projections, deflections, more schemes, misuse of the system. And it all stems from being broken and the decisions you made while you were broken and not wanting to take accountability. And so it just stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and more choices and more choices and stacks and stacks. And they get angrier and angrier. And then they project and they project. And then when you go up to the elites or you go up into the government systematic ways, it really just goes beyond. It basically is a matter of who knows what, coming together, creating all these deals, being quiet about it, blackmail. And it's just constant, 24/7. And I'm not sure this is going to resonate or make sense to anybody, but I really just believe that there are, and I do not believe everybody in the government is corrupt. I hope and pray not. I pray for that every night. I really do. I really do. That is a big one of my prayers. I really, in my heart of hearts, believe that there's got to be someone in the government that is not. And has an understanding of what's happening to the magnitude and the scale. Because it's not just me. There's so many. And it's just crazy. But at the end of the day, I'm still extremely, I talk about it, I spread awareness, and I advocate, but I am very blessed because it's forged me into the person I am. But honestly, my entire life has been purposefully created by God to prepare me for this as well. To prepare me for this purpose. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I never say I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. I fumble my words. Half the time, sometimes I contradict myself. Sometimes I don't freaking make sense. But at the end of the day, I always lean into everything with pure intentions. And I just want to see the best in everybody. And yet people just want to throw stones and darts. And then they wonder why I'm numb to it. Why she won't just be quiet. Why won't she just stop? Why would I stop? Why would I stop? God knew I wouldn't stop. Of course I'm going to fight for justice. For what's been done to me and my son. Particularly my son. Years for a minor, man. And again, you don't have to believe me by any means, but at the end of the day, those that did it and are doing it know it. Period. And so the fact that I've now been so graciously crossed over into this program, and I'm aware that this has been happening to people for years upon years, and children and minors have been used against their parents. Yeah, I'm tapped in. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm not just going to roll over. That motivates me in itself. I will never stop fighting. Ever. I don't do it for engagement. I do it for justice. I do it to advocate and spread awareness. And I'm pretty sure anybody sitting in my seat or anyone sitting in the other seats that have been targeted would be doing the same thing. Instead of throwing darts. Instead of throwing assumptions. Instead of throwing narratives to hide your hands, because everybody in my life has a part that they played in it. You know, it's just one of those things, and it sucks. It sucks to live in a Truman Show. If one might ask why, you know, but clearly they saw something in me before I saw something in me, and now I see it. Now I see it, and I'm here to help people see it in themselves. Help people find the fire in them. Help people find the love that they have for themselves. You have to love yourself. You just become numb to the world. It sucks, but it's just the way that the world is right now. I mean, you can still show empathy and grace and mercy and unconditional love while standing firm on your 10. And not being able to allow the world to penetrate your love that you have for yourself. You know what I mean? There's a way where you can have a soft heart, but still stand firm and stand on business and not allow people to tear you down. And that's what the world needs right now, is more people to understand that the world cannot tear you down. Do not allow them to tear you down. Don't allow the comments. Don't allow the sneers. Don't allow the eyes. Don't allow the looks. None of that matters. None of that matters. What matters is what you think of yourself, how you feel about yourself, and you need to figure out what it's going to take for you to feel good about yourself. And that's what I'm here for. God, the Most High, the Divine Source, came in and just helped me see in myself what He always saw in me. And He's waiting for you to do the same. I got my little blankie. I love my little blankie. I'm so random. I'm a random person. I am. My little Jesuses. I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate all the love and support. Don't let people get you down if they say not nice things. Just let it roll off your shoulders. I know I do. Definitely milk and honey. Well, honey pots. I know something about some honey pots. Fill yourself with the sweet promises of God. Let them saturate the way you think, and they will drip from every word you say. Otherwise, you will be fed by the nourishing truths that flow from your lips. The promised land was the land of flowing with milk and honey, abundant and rich. Abundant and rich. That's what I mean. Like, I feel spiritually wealthy and abundant and rich. I do indeed. I do. I feel on top of the world. Today my back was really bothering me though. Jesus hears every word you say, each sigh of your heart. That He does. I said a lot of prayers today. I really did, because it's just getting intense. The energies are getting intense. I can feel it for sure. I love you guys. Sweet dreams. You know, I know I have feisty videos, and I know I don't ever want anybody to feel like I'm not spreading positivity. I definitely am trying to at the best of my abilities, you know. It's one of those things. All I can be is me, and I'm trying to spread positivity as best I can. I love you guys. Sweet dreams.